You want to make more money. Why? Because you want to have a better life for yourself, for your family, your friends, your loved ones. You want to elevate yourself so that you can elevate people around you. Now, today I'm going to share with you guys how to do that and explain the 4 levels of value. Quick story, I just got back from Funnel Hacking Live a week or 2 ago, and Myron was one of the workshop speakers there. And one of the things he talks about is the 4 levels of value. I have made a post on my Instagram of people wanting me to make this video. So because of you guys, I'm going to be making this video. I want to share with you guys the 4 levels of value. Now, if you understand that the money you make today is directly correlated to the amount of value you provide to society, all you have to do to make more money is to increase the value. But how do you increase the value? Now, I want to share with you guys this principle that I learned in this book. I'm going to share with you guys, Boss Moves by Myron Golden. Really good book, and really it shifted the way that I thought. It shifted the way I look at things, because I always understood it, but when he put it into the terms of the 4 levels, that's when it really opened my eyes. So I hope you guys like this video. As always, my name is Solomon Wong. If you like this video, do me a favor, like and subscribe for more videos just like this. I want to share what I learn with you folks so that we can all grow together. All right, let's get into the video. Now, I want to share something from this book, how he explains that money is spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual result. Creating money is a spiritual result. A lot of us are using physical assets to generate a spiritual result. Why? Now, let's say, for instance, I had a $100 bill and a penny, right? I would ask you, what is more valuable? Some people might say the penny is more valuable because of what it's made of, opposed to the $100 bill, which is just paper and cotton. Some people will say the $100 bill is more valuable. Why? Because of the language that's written on it. It's worth 10,000 times more than the penny. Language is what makes money spiritual. That's what gives it its value. The value of money is based on the message it carries. In other words, language. And language is spiritual. You see, only spiritual beings have language. We can tell how much a unit of money is worth based on what's written on it. If it says 1 cent, then the money is worth 1/100th of a dollar. If the unit of money says $100, then it is worth 10,000 times that value of a penny. The other thing that makes money valuable is the fact that we believe it's valuable. You see, there is nothing backing the money of most countries. The only thing backing it is the fact that the people of the country believe it has value. So the value of the money is based on the message it carries and the faith that it creates. You can't use physical efforts to generate a spiritual result. So I'm gonna write down here and explain to you guys the 4 levels of value. Level number 1. Level number 1 is implementation. Now, please excuse my terrible handwriting, but implementation. Implementation, you make the least amount of money because you have limited resources. You use your muscle and you use your time. Those are 2 limited resources that you have to generate income. This could be the thing, right? So for instance, he uses the example as hotel, people who work in a hotel, or for me, I used to be a bartender. I made the least amount of money in the company. Why? Because I did the thing. I was an implementer. I used my physical energy and my time, which is limited, and I traded my time for money so that I could work behind the bar, make drinks, make conversations, and that's how I made my money. So the reason is you're using a physical asset to generate a spiritual result, which is money. So that's the lowest part, is when you become the person who does something. When you're the one that's doing something, you're an implementer, okay? That's the lowest form of value, all right? So this is number 4. Put number 4. Now we're gonna talk about number 3. Now, unification is basically a manager role. The unification process is the ones who manage the implementers, okay? The managers always get paid more than the implementers usually, right? So the thing is that you use your skill set to oversee other people. So you can make a lot of money in this position too, but there's somewhat of a cap. So the value you bring is only a level 3, all right? The top 2 levels are the 2 levels that make the most money. Now, level 2 is the second highest value that you can give to create an income. Reason being is communication. Communication is so powerful. A lot of people have a hard time with this. You need to be able to communicate a message that moves the masses, and that's where you bring value to people. Like, think about it. The person who, the author who writes the book, who communicates the message, is the one who makes the most money, not the people who print the book, okay? Not the people who manage the printing people, the people who print the book. It's the author, it's the person who communicates, it's the person who shares a message that'll move people. It doesn't matter if you're an author, a singer, a songwriter, a speaker, a salesperson. All those people communicate a message which moves you to take action. And that's why communication is the second level of building wealth. All right, a lot of us, especially myself, I've always started at the implementation level. I never really went to the unification level too much. Only reason being is because I always felt like I did better at the implementation level. But now I want to move more towards the communication level, because I understand that being able to communicate a message that moves people to take action, knowing that that action will only make their lives better, is how I provide more value to my community. Now, this is number one, the number one level of the 4 values. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's imagination. Now, imagination is the highest level of value, the highest tool to create wealth. Why? Because it takes imagination to create all this. Let me give you an example, right? Who is the first person you think about when you hear the word or the company Apple? Did you think about Steve Jobs? Exactly. Steve Jobs was the imaginator. He's the person up here. That's why he made the most money. You think of Steve Jobs, even though he hasn't even been around for more than 5 years. He's passed away years ago, but we still associate Apple with Steve Jobs. We don't think about what's his name? Steve Wozniak. Why? Because they were the implementation. They were the implementers, okay? Or they managed the implementers, right? Steve Jobs imagined Apple products. He imagined changing the world, leveraging his Apple ideas, or his imagination. He had the imagination to think things into existence. Even Jeff Bezos, he used his imagination. I'm gonna start selling books online, which gave him that level of value. He provides the highest level of value using his imagination. Disney, right? Disney came out of imagination. Obviously, he went through all the levels, right? Because he had to communicate his message. He had to become an implementer, and then he had to train implementers, right? Obviously, there's a process to the climbing up this ladder, but the whole point is that imagination is the highest value level. That's why they say think and grow rich. That's when he said that, oh my gosh, my mind blew. Like, I was think and grow rich. That's imagination. That's so crazy. That's the highest level of value. And this right here changed my mindset. I've always stayed at the implementation. All of us, we feel like, I need to make money. I need to make money. How am I going to do that? I'm going to get a job. I'm going to get a job, right? Or I'm going to become a manager of a job. These are the 2 lowest levels of value. All right. So if you want to make more money, you need to move up to these 2 levels, whether it's communication, which is the first level, and then imagination. I always say the greatest thing you can invest in is in yourself. And the reason being is because everyone wants to work on their biceps, but no one wants to work on their brain. So this is the 4 levels of value. It really blew my mind. I found one of his videos explaining this into more detail, so I'll leave the link to that video down below. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have anything to add to this, anything you want to share, leave it down in the comments below. I'm always willing to learn. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Aloha.